Hi, I'm Dr. Susan Kriegler. I'm going to talk to you about hypnosis. Why is it so difficult to change? You want to be a healthier, happier, more relaxed and positive person, but your good intentions often seem to have little effect on the way you actually behave and feel. Indeed, it seems like your mind has a mind of its own. That's when you begin to wonder why you feel and behave the way you do. One of the first questions a therapist asks a new client is, "What seems to be the problem?" And one of the most common answers is, "I don't know." Very often that's the real truth. Although we may sometimes think we know why we feel and behave the way we do, in reality we mostly don't know. The reason for this universal dilemma is that you have a conscious mind and a subconscious mind. Your conscious mind is what you use to focus, act, interact, think intelligently, and function effectively in the world of everyday reality. But because the conscious mind is so helpless when it comes to the emotional and behavioral changes you may desire, it's sometimes called the impotent genius. It has all the information about what would be good for you, but very little power when it comes to actually implementing those changes. That's why the subconscious mind, which is in control in those really important areas that actually shape your emotions and behavior, is then called the all-powerful idiot. Well, the subconscious mind is not really an idiot. Your subconscious is really trying to do the best it can to help you to survive and flourish in life. The problem is that somewhere along the way, perhaps when you were a child, it may have come to some erroneous conclusion, like "I'm not good enough" or "I'm unlovable." In a difficult situation during your childhood or when you went through a tough time later in life, your subconscious mind may have made a decision that was logical at the time, but which is now really harmful. For instance, "The only way I can survive is to never allow anyone to get close enough to me to hurt me," or "I must never relax," or "I must eat everything in sight." These subconscious, erroneous, and self-sabotaging beliefs are embedded into the most primitive part of your mind, the part responsible for survival and which controls emotional reactions as well as involuntary body processes. Harmful beliefs and patterns in the subconscious mind can be compared to viruses in the operating system of a computer. And just like in your PC, they need to be tracked down and cleaned up. Hypnosis can help. Hypnosis can be defined as an artificially induced state of relaxation and concentration in which deeper parts of the mind become more accessible. It is an altered state of consciousness wherein the subconscious and conscious parts of the mind begin to work on the same concept at the same time without conflict. This connection allows a fluid interchange of thoughts, ideas, and information in both directions, from the conscious mind into the subconscious, so that we can help beneficial change to occur, and from the subconscious to the conscious, so that we might be able to more easily recall things that are relevant to our state at the time, or find a way to resolve any conflict that may be made suddenly visible. While many people report that they find hypnosis to be extremely relaxing, relaxation is not an essential part of hypnotic work. The subject is not asleep at any time. In fact, people are often surprised to find that when using hypnosis, they remember everything that's said as well as everything that happens. If you choose to use hypnosis in your treatment, you'll be in control at all times and can't be induced to do or say something that you don't otherwise want to do or say. Perhaps the best definition of hypnosis is a heightened state of focal awareness or absorption. When we use hypnosis, we're inducing what is called a trance, a naturally occurring phenomenon that many people experience frequently. Common examples of everyday trances include allowing one's mind to become absorbed in thought while driving, feeling so engaged by a movie or conversation that the passing of time goes unnoticed, daydreaming and fantasizing. Practitioners use clinical hypnosis in three main ways. First, hypnosis may be used for unconscious exploration to better understand underlying motivations or identify whether past events or experiences are associated with causing a problem. Second, hypnotherapy often encourages the use of imagination. Mental imagery is very powerful, especially in a focused state of attention. The mind seems capable of using imagery, even if it's only symbolic, to assist us in bringing about the things we're imagining. For example, a person with ulcerative colitis may be asked to imagine what her distressed colon looks like. If she imagines it as being like a tunnel with red inflamed walls that are rough in texture, the person may be encouraged in hypnosis and in self-hypnosis to imagine this image changing to a healthy one. A third basic hypnotic method is to present ideas or suggestions to the person in a hypnotic state. In a state of concentrated attention, ideas and suggestions that are compatible with what the person wants have a more powerful impact on the mind. It could be said that hypnotic suggestion is explicitly intended to make use of the placebo effect. One definition of hypnosis is that it's a non-deceptive mega placebo. That is, a method which openly makes use of suggestion and employs methods to amplify its effects. Simply put, according to the American Society of Clinical Hypnosis, hypnosis is a state of inner absorption, concentration, and focused attention. It's like using a magnifying glass to focus the rays of the sun and make them more powerful. When our minds are concentrated and focused, we're able to use our minds more powerfully. Because hypnosis allows people to use more of their potential, learning self-hypnosis is the ultimate act of self-control. Research supports the view that hypnotic communication and suggestions effectively change aspects of psychological and neurological functioning. One final thought. Because of the power of hypnosis, prior to picking a hypnosis specialist, it's always best to check their credentials. Verify that the person you've chosen is an accredited and certified hypnotherapy practitioner, as well as being a registered psychologist.